Sorare Starter, Basics of Sorare Fantasy Football. Thank you for joining me, guys. Today we're going to have a look at what's all the fuss about. You've heard about Sorare and you're wondering what it's all about. We're going to touch on licenses, card XP, leagues, Sorare card levels, Sorare rewards, and the scarcity behind Sorare, because that's so important. That's what I feel separates Sorare from every other fantasy football game that I've ever played. You can see this big scary thing as well, and it's Ethereum, and you don't understand it. That's completely okay. You don't need to understand everything about Ethereum. All you have to understand is Ethereum ensures that the cards that you own are unique. Every single card that you own is unique and cannot be owned by any other player unless you trade it. That's it. You can just go ahead and enjoy the game, enjoy the football. It's brilliant because there's a lot of football to enjoy in this platform. All the players you see on the screen have cards in the game already. They are officially licensed in the game. You've got Liverpool, you've got Juve, PSG, Bayern, and you've got many more coming. Real Madrid as well. So it's growing by the day, guys. And Sorare already has official leagues in the game. So you've got the full MLS League in the game, you've got the Belgian Jupiler Pro League, you've got the Korean K League, you've got the J League as well. And I got to mention that the Jupiler Pro League is kind of has a special heart in the game, because I should say a special place in the hearts of Sorare players, because it was the first league in the Sorare game. So that's terrific as well. Now my tip for you guys is buy players from leagues that are in and off season. Buy players from leagues that are in and off season. So you're looking for some deals in the game. Play the long game. Play the long game. Be patient and get some players that are not in the current season. They're not playing right now, but they're going to be playing soon. So you can get some great deals that way. Let's have a look at the 4 levels of cards, and you can see here we have Lucas Olario, and we've got his cards for the 2021 season. Now on the left you can see the common card. Now the common card, just treat it as an entry point card into the game. You're going to use that first in the rookie league, and it's a card which has the least value. Okay, the other cards are your rare card, your super rare card, and your unique card. Now the rare card can only be minted 100 times for any player for any given season in the game. The super rare card can only be minted 10 times for any player for any given season in the game, and the unique card only once. So the unique cards obviously very, very rare. Now they all have value. They are all important, because for the lower leagues that you participate in, you're going to use your rare cards or a common card. You can use a super rare card as well, but as you get higher, you're going to use the super rare cards and the uniques. So they all have value. Now each card has an XP value attached to it. And keep in mind that if the card is from an older season, it's not from the most recent season, it will have 5% taken off that bonus. Okay, so let's have a look at those bonuses. For the 2021 season, you can see the common card has a negative 45% bonus. So if you're playing that card in a low league in the game, and Lucas Olario scores the highest points total, if he scores 100 points, he'll have 45% taken off, and he'll score 55 points for you, which is huge. That's 55 points taken off your total. But if you've got the rare card or a super rare or a unique, those cards will score extra points. So the rare will score 5%, the super rare will score 25%, and the unique will score 45%, which is really cool. If we have a look at my tip for you guys, my tip is obtain super rares. I think for a lot of people who start the game, they overlook the super rare cards, but as you go deeper into the game, you find that super rares are very valuable to have in your collection. So my challenge is to aim for 10-to-1 ratio between your rares and your super rares. So for every 10 rare cards that you have, try and get 1 super rare. I think that's a good challenge for any player. Now we have one of my favorite players here, Cameron Humphreys, and we're going to have a look at card XP, because you can level up your cards, guys. By the way, Cameron Humphreys, really good player. If you ever get the opportunity to win this card or to get this card, try and get it, because he's a good player. Now let's have a zoom in on his card attributes, and you can see my Cameron Humphreys has a level 7 out of 20, and to get to level 7, or to go from level 1 to 10 is actually really easy. To go from 10 to 20 is not so easy. It takes a lot of time. So in the first year, the official Sorare platform says I think it takes about 1 year to go from level 1 to 10, and another 2 years to go from 10 to 20. The higher in the levels you get, the more XP your player gets as a percentage bonus. My tip for you, if you've got non-playing players, if you've got some really talented young players who are not yet playing in the first team, set up training teams, put them in those training teams and get them leveled up. Now, there's one thing I need to mention on this. If you've got like a collectible card, if you've got a card which you think is going to have a high value long term, and someone's going to want to buy that card, you might want to keep that player at a level 0, because when you trade a card, if you've leveled up a player and then you trade that card later, the XP percentage bonus halves. If you keep that card at level 0, it's kind of like a fresh new card, and some people might want to pay extra for that type of card. Here you can see your SO5 team, and when you're choosing your SO5 team, you've got to choose a player for each position. You've got your goalkeeper, you've got a defender, you've got a midfielder and a forward. But you've also got an extra position. Now for that extra position, it's up to you. You can choose an extra defender, midfielder or forward. You also have to choose a captain, and your captain will score an extra 20% on top of their SO5 score. Now I want you to keep in mind, when you're starting the game and you're picking your common cards, make sure you pick up 3 to 4 goalkeeper cards. It's really important because goalkeepers are at a premium in the game, and they're quite tricky to get a hold of. It takes time to get them in the market. So get those 3 to 4 goalkeeper cards at the start, and it'll make your Sorare journey so much smoother. Now we're going to look at your starter leagues, guys, the leagues that we're going to play in the game. Now, I must point out, I did not put the under 23 league in this list, but there is an under 23 league in Sorare. But yeah, we've got these leagues in the game. We've got the top 2, which are the main leagues which I want you to focus on if you're a new player. You've got the rookie league, which is kind of built on the common cards. When you start the game, you get to choose a list of common cards and enter them into the rookie league. That only lasts 8 times. You only get 8 opportunities in the rookie league to learn the game, and then you're going to move on. After that, you'll move on to the global league, which accepts cards from all across the world. Any league around the world, you can enter into the global league. Then we've got the Europe Challenger League, the Europe Champion League, the Asia Champion League, the Champion America League, which are all geographically separated. Now, when you're winning rewards are also geographically separated. So if you're playing Asia Champion, you're going to win Asia Champion cards. If you're playing Europe Challenger, you're going to win Europe Challenger cards. If you're playing Global All-Star, you've kind of got a chance to win any card from any geographic region. But if you want to win the best of the best of the cards from any geographic region, you're going to have to go to the specific region. So if you want to win the best of the best European champion cards, then you're going to have to participate in Europe Champion League and try and win those cards. Now, those are not the only rewards. Cards are not the only rewards in the game. You can in fact win Ethereum, guys. So if you're participating in Global All-Star Div 4, sometimes in other leagues as well, just check to see the details on the prizes each week. But basically, if your team scores a score of 205 points, you're going to win 0.01 ETH. If your team scores more than 250 points, you're going to win 0.02 ETH. 0.01 ETH amounts to just over $10 currently. 0.02 ETH amounts to just over $20 US. So there's a lot to be won there, and you can take those winnings and put them back into the game and get yourself some new cards as well, which is really cool, which is really cool. Now, my tip for you guys is choose one league of focus and build your team for it. You don't need to spread yourself wide and try and be the champion of every league in the game. Everyone's focusing on their own league at first. Pick one, guys, build a team around that one, and then grow from there. Now, what do we got, guys? We're gonna have a look at market trades, direct offers. You can in fact negotiate, guys. You can negotiate with other managers. You can trade cards. You can buy other managers' cards. There's a lot you can do in the market. it's really cool. My tip for you is when you are utilizing the market, try and look for fresh, undervalued reward cards in the transfer market. And you can see I've put a trophy sign underneath the text there. What I mean by this is you'll often see more experienced managers win cards, and then they very quickly put those cards on the market in the transfer market. Those cards could be highly valuable to you, but not so valuable to them. Those cards might have really nice prices on them as well. So look for those cards. You will see the trophy sign on those cards. And the great thing about those cards is they've usually got zero level on them, and they're basically fresh, so you can grab them. So that's really cool. And my second tip is, before you're using the new signings auctions, before you're putting bids in the new signings in auctions, double check the transfer market prices on players, because we're seeing a lot of players putting in bids that are too high, because they just don't know that they could easily go to the secondary market and get those players cheaper. So utilize that tip, guys. It'll help you a lot. Now, my favorite thing about the Sorare community is the amazing group of managers that are involved, and it is a really cool community. Now, to get involved, you want to join the Sorare Discord. I'll put the link in the video details, and you want to also get on Twitter, guys. So get on Twitter, follow Sorare HQ, and also check the hashtag Sorare. You're going to see a lot of managers, really friendly people. They'll definitely make you welcome. If you've got any questions, drop it into the community, and there'll be a lot of managers out there to help you. Also amongst the community is my favorite podcast, the Sorare podcast, organized by You Never Walk Alone and Hy-Vee Index. They do a fantastic job. They get some awesome guests on the show, and they always make me laugh. So do check out the Sorare podcast. Fantastic show. Check out sorarefraser.com. They are they're kind of like an unofficial external platform of Sorare, doing some amazing stuff. They do their own leagues. You can take your Sorare cards and use them in the Sorare Data leagues. Sorare Data also provides lots of useful data naturally, and you can learn a lot about the market. You can make smarter trades. You can see more information about cards, which cards are performing well, which are not. Definitely check out Sorare Data. Fantastic platform. I do have a starter challenge organized for you guys, and guys, have a look at this. If you want to win a card, you can enter to win a rare card. You can see this card here, which is Brahim Aleman, Uruguayan player playing for a Mexican club in the game. One of my cards, I'm gonna give him away to one of you. All you have to do to enter is it is Twitter only, but yeah, first of all, you have to start a team. Secondly, you have to follow me, Javeerdesu. 3, retweet this video with the hashtag SorareStarter and your manager name. I will compile all entries, and I'll draw a winner, and I'll send this card out to somebody. Hope that makes somebody happy. Guys, if you are an experienced manager and you do end up winning this, please end up sharing the cards with someone who's new to the game, one of your friends, a friend of a friend, whoever. That would be really cool. Now, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please like and share the video, subscribe. I'm really hyped about Sorare. I love this platform, and I want to talk more about it. You can also follow me on Twitter, Javeerdesu, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.